Hello dear students, this is Anmar Shrivastava. Welcome back to advertising management class. So this is the topic today. We will discuss about the classification or types of advertising. This is very important to discuss. This question comes in long answer type question with what do you mean by advertising and what are the different types of advertising, explain in detail, right? So we will define the types of advertising on three bases: on the basis of geographical spread, on the basis of target group, and the other categories. So on the basis of geographical spread, the advertisements are on three levels: national advertising, local or retail advertising, and international advertising. On the basis of target group, it is consumer advertising, industrial advertising, trade advertising, and professional advertising. So one by one we will be discussing about each advertising. Other broad categories: surrogate advertising, institutional advertising, public advertising, primary and selective advertising, classified advertising, NG advertising, and last, financial advertising. So first we'll discuss about the geographical spread point of view, that is national advertising. National advertising is all about the national products. So advertising is done by a company on a nationwide basis or in most regions of the country and targeted to the ultimate consumer market is known as national advertising. The companies that sponsors these ads are generally referred to as national advertisers. Most of the advertisements are for well-known brands that we see on TV or the radio, or the are the examples of the national advertising. It informs or reminds consumer of the brand and its features, benefits, advantages, and uses or reinforces its images. However, in Indian context, due to cultural and linguistic variations, different versions of advertisements are released by the advertisers for national advertising, because there are different cultures involved in a nation even. So suppose South Indian, Gujarati, Punjabi, Marathi, Hindi, English. So as per these languages or cultures, there are different advertisements in different languages. And example of national advertisements are Hyundai, Nestle, HUL, etc. Next is the local or retail advertising. This is different from national advertising. Another very important advertising is directed and in a consumer market, that is retail or local advertising. This type of advertising is done by major retailers or small local merchants to encourage consumers to shop at a specific store or use a local service, such as local financial companies, bank, hospitals, fitness clubs, restaurants, showrooms, etc. While the national advertisers sell their products at many locations, retail or local advertisers must give the consumers a reason to patronize their establishment, right? Retail advertising tends to emphasize a specific customers' benefits, such as a storehouse, credit policy, service, atmosphere, merchandise collection, and other distinguished attributes. But the best example you can understand of local advertising: nearby your home, if you go to nearby shop, they have local product and they are giving you those advertisement, whatever the product is available with them, known as local or retail advertising. Next you have international or global advertising. International global advertising is one everywhere where that brand is global, right? So international advertising disseminate a commercial message to a target audience in more than one country, multiple cultures that differ in terms of value, communication styles, and consumption patterns. Target audience differ from country to country in terms of how they perceive or interpret message. So international advertising is a business activity involving advertisers and advertising agencies that create ads and buy media in different countries, right? But the third point says, in some cases multinational firms centralize advertising decisions and budgets and use the same or a limited number of agencies worldwide. That means some companies do so. Some companies, what they do, they give the centralized decision power to one authority at one country, and then they can decide for whatever the country they are going to show the advertisement, what will be the decision they are dividing or defining. Whereas in some other cases budgets are decentralized. As per the country, they may take decision and they may place order for the advertisements. That means in global level they are going to make it local for the advertisement, and then they are preferring advertisements agencies, right? And suppose KFC is a global brand, right? So it is using that strategy. Next is consumer product advertising. Consumer product advertising is an activity to make product or services known as well to persuade the ultimate consumer. An ultimate consumer is a person who buys the product or service for his or her personal use. This type of advertising is done by the manufacturer or dealer of the product or service. Example, Intel cotton shirts, Lakme. So basically, if you are the consumer, you are using a certain product, and that particular product advertising is for your product that you may consume, known as consumer product, right? Advertising. Next is industrial advertising. When we talk about industrial advertising, so of course, yes, it can be reused or resale, that there may be the part of particular product, those can be advertised for the suppliers also. So industrial goods are those products that either become a physical part of another product or used in manufacturing of other goods. Business service such as insurance, financial services and healthcare are also included in this category. Industrial advertising is usually found in general business publication or in trade publications targeted to the particular industry, right? For example, here new Toyota built engines, unbeatable fuel efficiency, right? So यहाँ पर बात कर रहे हैं जो ट्रक लिफ्ट करते हैं इंजन, so fuel efficiency के लिए is the part of maybe the part of the another particular product manufacturing, right? So that's why it is the part of what industrial advertising. Next is trade advertising. Advertising within a trade to attract the wholesalers and retailers and motivate them to purchase its products for resale is termed as trade advertising. Company sales representatives call on resellers to explain the product, discuss the firm's plan for building demand among ultimate consumers, and describe special programs being offered to the trade, such as introductory discounts, promotional allowances, etc. The trade advertise usually appears in publications that serve the particular industry, right? For example, Apollo, right? The tires. Next is professional advertising. Advertising that is targeted to professional groups such as doctor, lawyers, dentists, engineers, and there may be more people in profession as per their suitable profession. There may be advertisements suitable for them only, known as professional advertisement. Example, here is the example of L'Oreal, right? Next is surrogate advertising. Surrogate advertising is a form of advertising which is used to promote banned products like cigarette, alcohol, tobacco. So these products are basically showed in different way. For example, as you can read, the advent of surrogate advertising in India came into being after Cable Television Network Rule 1994 and Cable Television Network Regulation Act 1995 was implemented, which banned direct liquor, tobacco and cigarette advertisements. That means that advertiser cannot go for the direct advertisement of cigarette, tobacco and liquor, but they may prefer some channels through which they can indirectly show their advertisement. For example, tobacco industry engaged in surrogate advertising in India, जैसे Red and Wine Bravery Awards. So नाम है रेड एंड वाइट, the bravery awards के basis पे they are showing the ad of for red and white liquor. Then Will's lifestyle clothing line. So Will's is added for the lifestyle clothing line, right? Foursquare white water rafting and Godfrey Phillips Bravery Award. So basically these are the particular products, those cannot go for direct advertising, but indirectly if it is been done, known as surrogate advertising, right? And for example, liquor industry, Bagpiper soda, Castles and series, Harvard soda, Royal Challenge. So these are the example of this. You can have this thing, right? So Royal Star example. Next is corporate institutional advertising. When we talk about corporate institutional advertising, in this form of advertising, the corporate presents its own story to build up a positive image of itself in public mind. It is a public relation approach of advertising. That focus point could be viewpoint about a national cause, efforts taken to help this cause, corporate own social contribution and policies, mission of the organization and its philosophy. Few more points or objectives over here involved are to make company known, to make its products and services known in the mind of the customer, to make its achievements known, to make its value, and to make social, political, economic and moral statements, right? So the these are the corporate advertisements, example like Hyundai, right? Now the next is public service advertising. Public service advertising is done as a part of social responsibility by the advertising agency or business organization or government or social service institution. Public service advertising is considered to be one of the most effective means to create social awareness and bring about a change shift in the mindset of the people. PSA means public service advertising. It is essential to focus the message to a target group while keeping in mind that what motivates these target groups, right? Public service advertising are usually emotional since it touches people's deepest fears and anxieties and values. So it is also called as public awareness advertising, social service advertising, and social awareness advertising, right? For example, pulse polio, and there are a lot of advertisement in this regard, right? Next is primary and selective demand. So build up the primary demand in the mind of the customer, then it can be selective by the various brands. Suppose people hardly bother which kind of matchbox they are using, or maybe agarbatti, if you have heard. So fragrance, say they maybe prefer what is the fragrance, or they may not consider the brand. So build up the primary image into the mind of the customer, and it should be selective so that customer should know what is the actual brand of particular product. So these are known as primary and selective demand advertising. Primary demand advertising is designed to create demand for the general product class or entire industry. Selective demand advertising focuses on creating demand for a particular manufacturer's brand. These are another way of viewing advertising to the ultimate customers in terms of whether the message is designed to stimulate their primary or selective demand. So primary demand advertising is often used as a part of a promotional strategy to help new product gain acceptance among customers when there is a product life cycle and it is on the introductory or growth stage, right? And then it can be in terms of selective identity for the consumer when it is going on the later on stages. Customers can identify the brand, right? So primary and selective demand. Example here, national egg corporations, right? So this is the example. Next is we have classified advertising. The ads which are classified into in categories are called as classified ads, जो कि आपने notice किया होगा sometimes newspaper में there are a lot of portions, right, for advertisement. So job offers are different and cars, houses, variety of advertisement you can see. So these are the classified ads जो कि आपको classification के साथ मिलता है particular field के according. So in print classified advertising space is sold in terms of line और वर्ड्स. स्पेस को भी एक लाइन और वर्ड के हिसाब से बेचा जाता है, उसकी भी कॉस्ट होती है. ऑन इंटरनेट क्लासिफाइड एड्स आर गेट पोस्टेड फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट थ्रू इट्स चार्जेबल और फॉर प्रीमियम पोस्टिंग. एग्जाम्पल डायल, जस्ट डायल हो गया, OLX हो गया, क्विकर हो गया, एक्सेट्रा, राइट. द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ दिस क्लासिफाइड एड इज द टाइम्स ऑफ इंडिया पोर्शन अलग से जॉब्स के लिए, इफ़ यू कैन नोटिस, राइट. Next is NGO advertising. There is good advertising, then there is advertising that does some good, and advertising with the core aim to raise social issues and to help to make the world a better place is the motive of NGO advertising. Advertising for good causes, promoting the importance of social and environmental responsibility, encouraging the participation of common people and urging them to donate for causes are the main aim of this, right. Complicated narratives and long explanations don't attract attention. They don't get donations. Heartbreaking pictures and tidy stories do. So these are the NGO advertising. For example, Save the Child, right. Next is or last is financial advertising. When we talk about it, financial advertising is the specialized practice of advertising which promotes capital issues to the investor, loan, banking and mortgage customer. Increased wealth and expectations have created an enormous appetite for financial services, and new financial products are launched every day, right. So it is necessary to pinpoint to products potential and identify the audience to whom it will be appealing, right. The public is motivated to invest by a slogan or a promise or dividend returns or profile of the product, etc. The positive image of financial corporation is largely promoted to turn into a trusted name for general investor, right. So the example of this is what? See, and any bank's example can be considered in this category, right? So this was all about the classifications of advertising and types of advertising. I hope you understood. If you have any doubt, you may ask me, right? Thank you.